A ruler named King Aweri Daba was said to have brought the slave trade to Kalabari and Boni, and to have founded the houses of Duke Monmouth and Duke Africa. This happened some time before 1699, since James Barbot records giving presents to Duke Monmouth of Kalabari in that year. Kalabari became an entrepot of the Atlantic slave trade, mainly selling slaves purchased from Igboland, further to the north. Amakri I, who died around 1800, was the founder of the dynasty that bears his name. Most of the major trading houses expanded during his reign. In the 19th century, the Kalabari kingdom was in the center of a power struggle in the east of the delta. Elam Kalabari fought against the Nem kingdom to the west, the kingdom of Boni to the southeast and Okrika to the northeast. The main rival was Okrika, which had the potential to block Kalabari's access to the interior. The Kalabari brought their goods down to Elam Ifoko, at the mouth of the new Calabar River, but refused to go the 7 more miles to Boni for the convenience of the European traders. Trade involved the acquisition of slaves, ivory and palm oil, for which cotton clothing, hardware, guns and gunpowder were given in exchange. Salt, made by evaporation, was an important article of trade in the interior. In July 1863, the feud with the Nem people of Brass flared up, with the Nem the decisive victors. By December 1865 the Okrika had started ambushing Kalabari trading canoes, and Boni was threatening to join in since Kalabari was blocking their passage through Kalabari territory. The British consul had to intervene to prevent further hostilities. When Juboga Yahya moved from Boni in 1869 and established the separate state of Opobo, he became an ally of Kalabari. Boni now began a more serious push into Kalabari territory to recover from loss of trade to Opobo. In 1873 a perpetual treaty of peace was signed between Kalabari and Boni on the same day that a treaty was signed between two rival factions within Kalabari. Neither of these treaties was observed. In July 1882 the British consul had to intervene again in the struggle with Boni. From 1882 to 1884 two factions of the royal family continued to struggle for control. The Amakri faction succeeded, while the Barboy or Wilbraid group moved to the new settlement of Bukana in 1881. Soon after, the remaining faction, consisting mostly of the Amakri group, also evacuated Elam Kalabari, moving to Abonima in 1882 and to Buguma in 1884, both further inland. The European traders followed them, now going up the Sombrero River to Abonima. The government of Kalabari had now become a council of powerful chiefs and royal princes headed and overseen by the king.